Today's first chapter, Friday, is called Towers Falling by Jewell Parker Rhodes. If you haven't read anything by Jewell Parker Rhodes, she writes really, really good books. They are all realistic fiction, and I do have several in the library. So if you like this, come by and check out her other books, and I think you would find something you will also enjoy. The first chapter here does not give you a full scope of the novel, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the description. For fifth grader Deja, it's tough starting a new school in a new neighborhood. Projects about her home and family only highlight how different she is from her classmates. But when Deja receives an assignment on the two towers missing from the skyline out of their classroom windows, she sets off on a journey of discovery. With new friends Ben and Sabine by her side, Deja learns more about who she is, how her community can grow and heal, and what happened on September 11th, 2001, and what it means to be an American. So we will start with chapter 1, titled New School. Pop groans. He's having bad dreams again, and I hear Ma trying to comfort him. My little sister, Lita, squirms, and I whisper, "Hush, sleep," and tuck the sheet beneath her chin. We share a bed. She turns on her side, and her feet kick my knees. On the floor, Raymond's arm clutches his pillow. He sleeps through anything. I never do. Even when we weren't living in one room, I heard Pop's nightmare groans, heard him and Ma arguing about money, arguing that he needed to get a job. Pop didn't get a job. Ma's waitress job barely covers the food, and we ended up here, Avalon Family Residence. It sounds nice, but it's not. Peeling paint, cockroaches, no water, refrigerator, or stove in our tiny room. We are squeezed together like rats. 5 people in a room instead of just 1 or 2. No sense complaining, Ma always says, but it makes me want to burst, hit, or break something. I'm the oldest. I've got to be responsible, and I hate it. I've got to get Raymond and Lita ready for daycare and watch them afterward. Pop doesn't do anything. After his bad dreams, he just stands on the street corner. He doesn't talk with the other out-of-work men. He freezes like no one else exists. When his head aches fierce, he has to lie down, and nobody is allowed to even whisper or move. But his cough is worse. Sometimes he can't breathe, like he's got asthma or something. I pat Lita's head. Sleeping, she looks like a baby princess. But I don't tell her that. Eyes closed, I grimace. I wish I could sleep and have no worries like her. Today, I start my new school. I worry if I'll like it. I worry if anyone will like me. Last year, even my best friend, Keisha, stopped speaking to me when my family became homeless. Like it was my fault. Like I was going to give her germs or something. Like my family and me were trash. Ma shakes me. She thinks I'm asleep. In the shelter, even when I'm awake, I sometimes keep my eyes closed. What I see makes me angry. Sad-looking people. Nice, but sad. Some creepy people, too. Homeless shelters have their own kind of gangs, and I'm used to gangs. Places we live always had gangs. But shelter gangs aren't about guns and drugs. They're about roaming, stealing, keeping an eye out for what can be taken. I am not used to eating with thieves in a gross cafeteria, or passing them in the narrow halls where they try to jump you and steal your shoes or your money. I walk the halls with fists ready. Deja, Mom says softly, here. A pink ribbon sways like a snake above my face. Ma knows I don't like pink, but she must have found the ribbon or bought it cheap. Thanks, I say. You get ready now, and I'll take Ray and Lita to daycare. You'll be late for work, I say. Better than you being late for your first day of school. She doesn't smile. I don't remember the last time Ma smiled. She's always tired with dark smudges beneath her eyes. Thanks, Ma. Her boss will yell at her. Even if she's just 10 minutes late, he'll pay her an hour less. Worse, I'm not so sure I want to go to school. School doesn't help with real life. And double worse, Pop should get up, but he doesn't. He tosses and turns, tangling the sheets. Pop's never any help. With Ma at work, I'm the one to tell Ray and Lita there's no money for ice cream when the Mr. Softy truck chimes. No clothes without patches, no Nickelodeon. Our TV was sold months ago. I ball my fist. I could punch something. Instead, I get up, kiss Ma, and grab my clothes. I hope no one else is in the women's bathroom. I hope there aren't any boys trying to look in. We'll go ahead and do chapter 2 because chapter 1 is pretty short. Homeroom, Chapter 2. I quickly open the door. My mouth is pressed tight, mean. Arms crossed, I look around, daring anyone to disrespect me. But nobody's paying attention to me. Everyone's giggling and meeting up with friends. What'd you do? What'd you do? I hear Disney World, Jersey Shore, basketball camp. I hope the teacher doesn't say, write an essay about your summer vacation. If she does, I'll leave the paper blank. Else, I'll have to lie. Say eviction is the best vacation. Hearing Ma weeping and Pa wheezing and cracking his knuckles while Lita sucks her pacifier double time and Ray holds my hand. I never lie. I won't. It's better to keep quiet. My family has never had a vacation. Les Pop not working is a vacation. But I do remember one afternoon in Central Park. Raymond had a blue and cherry ice, and I had a pretzel with salt. I ate slowly, watching trees sway and squirrels leaping across branches. Ma and Pop hugged. Pop even smiled. It was years ago. Lita wasn't even born. Besides, I don't like essays. Why write when you have nothing good to say? I'm just trying to get by. 8 more years and I'll be 18 and I won't have to live in another shelter. Or I'll go to another new school. I'll be on my own, taking care of myself, and I won't ever get evicted. I look at the kids. Boys wear Nikes and Converse, and the girls wear earrings and charm bracelets, and everybody smells like new clothes. Funny how the homeless shelter is in a nicer part of town than any I've ever lived before. There's an actual grocery store instead of a deli. Kids here are all colors, and in my old neighborhood, everybody was black. Except for Avalon's ugliness, this neighborhood is richer. Brownstones with flower boxes instead of high rises with ugly window air conditioners. I tug at my t-shirt. It's a bit small. My belly button shows. My jeans are clean, but my feet are in flip-flops, and my toenails aren't even painted. Slipping into a back row chair, I pull the pink ribbon off of my ponytail and stuff it into my pocket. A boy 2 chairs away blinks behind glasses. What are you looking at? I ask. I'm Ben, he says. I stare at the wimpy hand. It's pink and stubby. He sniffs and pulls his hand back, uncrosses his legs. Cowboy boots? I can't believe it. Who wears cowboy boots? I'm new too. Isn't that why you're sitting in the back? I give him my meanest stare. Not talking to anyone? My cheeks feel hot. I don't like anybody figuring me out. I'm not talking to you, I snap. I talked first, he said. I think Ben's sassing me, and I ought to hit him, but his face is round and doughboy soft. Pleasant. I don't know why I'm thinking pleasant. Never even used that word before, but it popped up inside my head. I exhale. Ben reminds me of Raymond. Not street smart, just nice in a dumb kind of way. The classroom is bright and fancy. Streamers decorate the walls, and pictures of books are thumbtacked on bulletin boards. There's even a bookcase with new books and 2 red beanbag chairs. A huge calendar with a picture of a blue-green water hangs on the wall. An ocean? Brooklyn doesn't do oceans, just sidewalks, buildings, and boring rivers. One square has one for the first day of school. How many days do I have here? One is a lonely number 2. Nobody's paying me, or Ben, any attention. Girls are giggling and boys are high-fiving and gently shoving each other like they've known each other forever. I groan. These kids have probably been together since first grade. My luck. I look at Ben. He's smiling like I'm his best friend. He's got freckles and wire-rimmed glasses and hair so short he looks like a soldier. We're losers. I'd be cool if I had nice clothes. Ben will never be cool. And that is chapters 1 and 2 of Towers Falling. So if you're interested at all in 9/11, or if you just like good family friendship style stories that are realistic, come by the library. Check out Towers Falling, or check out any of my other Jewell Parker Rhodes books.